Hey Divas, this is Anna coming to you with a design team project for ButterBeeScraps. Yay! So I have a little altered item that I wanted to share with you that I worked on. It's a swap. So let me show you what I used first. Oh, happy Sunday! So I used these corners. They're white. They're 3 inches. So these are pretty big. Okay. There's that one. I used 6 of these flowers and they're in silver. And these are uber stinking cute. I absolutely love these. I want to say they're kind of a peach color. Kind of. Or like maybe a vintage pink or something like that. But these are super stinking cute. So I used 3 of these. These are one of her new products Monique is carrying in her store. Love it. Okay, and then these are bead caps. And these are in bronze. And I used one of them, I flattened it out, and I used it to hold on to a crystal. And then I used 2 of them for centers of flowers. And I'll show you. I used this silver butterfly. And I used, these are the flat ones. This is my first time getting this in my design team package. And these are crystals, but they're flat on the back. And these are the SS16s. And my absolute favorites. I absolutely love, love, love these pointy backs. This time I requested for a 16, which is bigger. And I love them. They're so pretty. They're like a bag of diamonds. And then these ones are SS12s. These are the tiny ones. And then there's one that's smaller, which is the 10. I also have that one. Love them. And then I have, let's see, this right here. And then these right here. This one I painted. So that's the only reason why it's a different color. And I changed my mind and used it the regular, the way it was. These you cannot cut through. And these you cannot bend. These are heavier metals. Love them. They're beautiful. And you'll see how I use them. Oh, baby. So what I did is I altered this cute little type of wicker type box from Daiso, and I left it its natural form. I did not paint over it. I couldn't add feet because the way this is weaved in and out, it wouldn't have sit flat, so I was not able to add feet because I really wanted to add feet to this. But I did not change the color. I really loved the way it was, so I didn't change it. I did add some of this lace all the way around. And I got that from Elizabeth, who's Beauty Bomb Bomb, here on YouTube. And then this right here I had in my own stash. I added this little charm that I purchased from Michael's. All I did was add the center. That's it. Oh, and the lobster claw. Okay, and this is the front. This is where I used the silver butterfly. What I did is I painted it. Then I added some tinsel glitter. This one right here from Recollections. I love it. It's like fluffy snow. And then I used this flower center from my stash. This is where I used the bead cap. Okay, and it wraps around this little gem. So I flattened out the bead cap because you can actually flatten it all the way down, and you could even make flowers out of it too, but I used it to cup the little gem. Okay, and that's what I did with the butterfly. Now here's the top. Okay, I used a paper bag lady doily. I made this flower out of my hibiscus punch. That right there is ButterBeeScraps. This is the silver pieces. I used 3 of them to make this flower. This is where I used the bead cap, and I just set it upside down, and then I put a bead inside the middle. And that is exactly what I did with this side. I layered 3 of them, bent the leaves up, and then just put the bead cap up, and then of course pop that in there. And then I had this cute little dove that I purchased from Elizabeth's store a long time ago. Love those. Okay, and then what I did is this right here, I layered it 5 times, going like this all the way across. But of course, with all of this stuff, you're not going to see that. But that's okay. So then what I did is I added another one of the cabochons here, a little ribbon rose there, a loose pearl here. Here is the big photo corner looking metal piece. I painted it. I kind of like whitewashed it with some paint. I did it, the silver was just a little, or not the silver, the white was a little too bright, so I used kind of like a cream paint, and I just washed over it, not completely. And then here's where I used the flatbacks, these ones, and then I put them with glossy accent. I stuck them through here, and I only did them on the ends because I knew that this section in the middle was probably going to be covered. Okay, then I have some spare part buttons. No, Paper Studio, I told a lie. Okay, and then I have this pretty butterfly here that was purchased from the Lace Mama on eBay. And then right here is just some pretty bling that my best friend shared with me. These right here, Elizabeth gifted me these, I don't know what they're called, but I love them because they go all kinds of different directions, so they're super fabby. There's where I used another one of the cabochons, ribbon rose, and this right here is a button that was also gifted to me by Elizabeth. Thank you, Elizabeth. And then here's another one of the corners. I did the exact same thing as the other side. And this right here I had in my stash, and this is where I used the pointy backs, and I used the 16, which is the bigger one, in here, and then I used the 12 in the bottom, because this was perfect because it had little holes in there, so it was perfect for those flat backs. I loved it, so I put that there. And this right here is a wooden rice spoon that I purchased from Daiso. So I layered like a soft blue. I first painted it with a soft blue. Then I took the same cream that I painted on these, and then I washed all over it. And then I grabbed my scissors and I started scuffing up some of the paint. So that's where you'll see, there it goes back to the wood, but you can see little hints of baby blue in there. And I did that. And then I used this pretty trim that was gifted to me by Bridget, who is Shoe Princess 1. Hi, chica. And I used that all the way through here. I wrapped it around this spoon, and I stopped right under here so you don't see where it ends. And then I had some of this little 4mm translucent trim in my stash. This is where I used this beautiful piece. It is so gorgeous, and I left it the way it was. Then I put the cabochon there on top of a paper I'm so used to seeing that in all my videos because I use all of her stuff. So this is from the Lace Mama. And then this is one of the dominoes that I had altered, and I just stuck her in kind of like at an angle. And you see how I scuffed up the inside and scratched it up. So this is what I decorated with this cute little, it's like a little wicker box. I was going to change this out, the string, and I could change this out. Now the problem with how they did this is they didn't like hole punch it in. It's kind of like they broke into the little wicker pieces. I was afraid if I took it out and tried to put something back in that it would break it even more, because this is really lightweight. It's not heavy. So that's why I wanted to change this into lace and use a cute little button here. But the way they did it, I was afraid I would have broke it even more. So I left it the way it was. That's why I did not change it out. Okay, and then all I did on the inside was layer one big doily. This was also purchased from the Paper Bag Lady, and I purchased this one a while ago, and it was really big. So I went ahead. I'm gonna say it's maybe 7.5 inches in diameter. So it's a pretty big doily. And then this does not come out. This is meant to stay inside. And then that's how I left it. Same. I don't know if they'll show. Well, maybe a little bit. But anyways, it's like they cracked into a middle piece like this and then shoved this through. So that's why if I took it out, I don't know. I just didn't want to break it. Because they didn't put it together where it was real easy. Like there was holes there originally. They like broke into it. So I didn't want to mess it up by yanking stuff out. Because then I would have been sad. Because then I would have to throw the whole thing away. And I don't have another one. And the Daiso is where I work. And that's like about an hour and a half away to 2 hours. So anywho, this is what I created. I love it. I hope you ladies like it. This is my project for ButterBeeScraps. Her info, of course, will be below. Go take a peek. She brought some new stuff to the store. I can't wait to dip into my chain. I'm working on something right now because she sells chain now. Awesome. So, thank you ladies so much for stopping by, and thank you to my new subbies. Yay! I got like a bunch, like a burst. It's funny because I'll have a dry spell and I won't get nobody. And then all of a sudden I'll get like a burst of people and I'm just like, yes! It is so hard to get subbies. So anywho, thank you so much. And I appreciate every one of you guys who leave comments, especially for my last this and that video. You guys are so awesome. You sure know how to pump a girl up. So anywho, I will talk to you guys later. You have a fabulous Sunday, and I will see you back. Bye, divas.